Welcome to the Disagreeable Nerd Podcast, a podcast where nerds from various ages and backgrounds get together to discuss movies, TV, books, and anything else that pops into their small, simple minds. Now sit back, relax, and let their ignorance wash over you.
Welcome back to another episode of Disagreeable Nerd.
You just changed it. You just said, welcome back. Instead of, and welcome.
Welcome back.
I actually like and welcome better.
And welcome.
Change your intro. Do it again.
Okay, ready? Reset. And welcome to the episode of Disagreeable Nerd.
Better.
Glad you approve of that one. I'm Gabi.
I'm Shardizzle.
And this is a podcast where we just talk about stuff.
Two nerds talk about nothing. Two cool nerds.
We watched Knives Out.
Okay.
By Rian Johnson.
It was very interesting.
Director of The Last Jedi.
Oh my God. I am an absolute idiot. I did not know that.
It was a polarizing Star Wars film. What? Did you not know that?
No.
What don't you know?
I didn't know that.
What?
A polarized Star Wars film?
Polarizing. That means people either loved it or hated it. What camp do you... It's like...
Okay.
Which is actually not true. I mean, okay, well, when it comes to internet, like, oh my God, worst movie ever. I hate Star Wars. Or it was amazing.
People who say, oh my God, I hate Star Wars, I need to know every reasoning you have. I'm not saying I'm biased. I just need to know why you hated it.
They say that he kind of did away with a lot of the Star Wars lore and truth to character. Like Luke was like a Jedi, and he worked very hard to become a Jedi in the original trilogy.
He did, true.
And like, according to his character that we came to know in that trilogy, he wouldn't have acted like the way he did in this trilogy. That's what a lot of people are saying.
What? Do you not remember the ending of Last Jedi?
Well, yeah.
That part was awesome.
Well, people also didn't care about the fact that they just killed him off again. Like,
okay, well, we don't know that.
Maybe they could have killed him off this episode. Or maybe one of them could survive.
Do we know that for fact?
Is Lando going to be the only one that survives?
Maybe. He might. Okay.
He's the administrator of the facility. What else can he do?
What's his name? The director?
Rian Johnson.
Rian Johnson.
He did Last Jedi. They have liked his other movies. He did one called Brick. Never seen it. He did
that sounds familiar.
Looper.
Oh, yeah.
Never seen that one either. I hear it's really good, though.
Wait. Looper?
That's the one with Bruce Willis, and he like goes back in time and is supposed to kill his younger self. It's like real kind of brainy, weird, sci-fi, timey-wimey.
I guess I thought I saw Looper. I guess not.
I haven't.
Wait, does Looper have Joseph
Gordon-Levitt, yes.
Okay, no, I've never seen that before, but I wanted to see it, but I have never seen it.
Well, it's supposed to be good.
So Rian Johnson directed Knives Out.
Right.
I thought he did an amazing job.
It was a good movie.
It was. So when we left the movie theater, Gabby's like, how'd you think of the movie? And I was really conflicted on how I was going to respond to this question because myself, immediately say...
Me, myself, and I
immediately say, I loved it. But I've learned real quick with Gabriel Moraga that you do not say I love something unless you really...
That's a strong term.
Really
like I say I love my wife.
Love is a strong word for Gubby. When it comes to cinematic, anything, movie, TV... You can't just be saying love.
That's the way I feel. That's a term that gets thrown around too easily. This
is a positive thing I'm saying. Let me finish. You made me realize that, yes, I need to really think about what I said when I say I love something. Did I really love it that much? Or I'm just saying it because
look at you being introspective.
But I still think it's very, your perception of it is overly... Not real. Okay, just forget it. Just forget it. I was trying to make this positive. Now I'm making it negative. Yeah. Okay, you do great. You are a true movie critic, and I love it.
I'm not a true movie critic.
Gabby, yes, you are.
I like this movie. Makes me feel good. I enjoy it. I'm happy. Or it makes me feel bad.
In my perception,
I don't go into like.
No, you're a true movie critic, and the way I perceive you, you are a true movie critic. And don't argue me, man.
Okay, I won't.
Okay? Accept it.
96% on Rotten Tomatoes, according to the critics.
That's good. That's
94% audience score.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
Also, there's really good actors and actresses in this movie.
It's a solid.
Popular.
It's a stacked deck.
Popular actors and actresses. Daniel freaking Craig's in
Captain America.
And
Ana de Armas.
dude, what's
Don't know her, but apparently she is a Cuban actress.
what's his name?
Also starred in a Spanish television show,
No.
El
We're missing.
Internado. In 2015, she
what's
starred in her
Superman's
first
uncle's
American
name?
film, Knock Knock,
Not uncle. His
followed by Exposed, Hands of Stone, and War Dogs. Never seen her in it. Oh, wait. She had her breakout role as AI hologram Joy in Blade Runner 2049.
I've never seen it.
Okay, so yeah.
No.
I'm not familiar
Seriously,
with her.
what is Superman's enemy's name?
Zod.
Zod.
In it.
Forgot his name.
Michael Shannon.
Loved him.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis was in it. Like all of these known.
Don Johnson. Crockett. Sonny Crockett himself. Tony Collette. Lakeith Stanfield. And then Christopher Plummer is Harlan. He's like the guy that dies. He's an old actor. Famous for Star Trek 6, The Undiscovered Country.
God, I've never heard of him.
What he's most famous for. I'm joking. Have you ever seen Star Trek 6? Do you know who Christopher Plummer is? The old man that died?
No, I do not. Sorry. Oh, wait. I know who Harlan. Yes, Harlan.
Right.
The main character. I'm back on Don Johnson. Who is Don Johnson? I know who he is in the show.
Miami Vice? You ever heard of Miami Vice?
No. Yes, but no. I've never seen it.
Tubbs and Crockett? Crockett and Tubbs?
Nope.
Miami Vice.
Keep going.
Nash Bridges?
No. Keep going. Running out.
Well,
You kept saying Don Johnson was.
I mean, he was just like a who
the crap is Don
star
Johnson
in the 80s.
Hey, I was throwing.
What? Go ahead.
Sorry, I try not to do this to you. Okay, you know what I think? Before we continue on our Knives Out discussion, I think me being an old scout already, you automatically assume I know a lot of people from the 80s.
Actually, I don't assume that.
I'm just saying, you say you don't feel that way, but like I still feel like, because I know so much old stuff, like I know a lot of old stuff, you think I know these people from the 80s. And I don't.
Some stuff you know.
I do know some stuff, yes. But I have no idea who Don Johnson is. Miami
Vice was like a mega hit show of the 80s.
I do not know that show at all, period.
Okay.
I know some shows from the 80s, yes. But like, don't freak out if I don't know.
I'm not freaking out. Am I freaking out?
No, you're not. You're not.
Right,
I'm just telling you for future reference. Don't freak out.
Duly noted.
Okay. I was born in 96. I raised in the 2000s.
Good for you. Good for you.
You know, it's okay. I wish I was born in the 80s.
Way to make me feel my mortality.
Oh, I'm sorry.
As it looms over me.
Oh,
day
what
by
are you,
day.
40?
Yes. All right.
Knives Out.
So overall, what'd you think?
We're already discussing overall.
That's what we always start off with.
I thought you wanted to know the ending overall. I feel like we still haven't got it together.
No, overall. Did you like the movie or not?
I liked it, yes. I liked it very much.
What did you like about it?
Okay, so this movie kind of reminds me of every other movie I've ever saw. Oriental Express type movies.
Oh, yeah.
I love movies where it's a
murder mystery.
Wait. Okay. It's a murder mystery, but it's not.
Murder, She Wrote.
I beg your pardon?
That was referenced in the movie.
Oh.
They were watching TV and they were watching Murder, She Wrote.
Oh, yeah.
Angela Lansbury.
Oh.
You don't have a clue, do you?
No, I do not.
Okay.
Let me finish.
All right.
I like murder comedic mysteries.
Right.
Like, it's not too dark and serious. Like, I don't really...
Not like Silence of the Lambs.
I've never seen Silence of the Lambs.
Okay.
I don't like movies that are too dark, like murder related, because I just that's too dark for me. But if it's murder mystery comedy, am I saying that word right?
Yeah, just a comedy.
A comedy. I love them. It's like I want to know so badly. Oh my! It's about to be no. It's about to. Let me finish. I know you're about to talk. It's a mystery. And we think we know what's going to happen, but it's a whole freaking twist, and we don't know. And I love when there's a twist, because it's like my whole life I thought this, and it's like twisted.
Your whole life?
for dramatic purposes. And I like that. I'm like, oh man, they were bad. I didn't even know it. I don't know. I just like it's like gives me adrenaline.
So spoiler alert, just FYI, unnecessarily said so for Knives Out, as we do a review of Knives Out. Did you like let's see. I'm trying to think. I didn't even notice the music. Did you notice like any music?
Some of the music, not really. It wasn't very important in this movie.
So like, sometimes I'm like, is that good or bad that you don't even notice the music?
Sometimes it's bad because I like to listen to soundtracks of movies.
Music can make you feel things. I heard just the other day, like George Lucas literally wanted to make like the music kind of told the story of Star Wars. Like he said that.
It did. I literally still listen to the soundtrack today.
Exactly, and it's amazing. And you remember that, and it makes you feel.
I know the exact sound, the track of Leia and Harrison.
Han?
Why am I thinking of the Flash?
Harrison Wells. Leia and Harrison Wells.
Han Solo,
Reverse Flash get together.
Remember Han and Leia? Their relation.
I do remember them.
Their relationship has a song.
Yeah.
I love it. It's beautiful.
Yes.
That's why I say, like you said, I agree with you. The music does make.
That's why you say, like I said. So you're copying me.
I don't know what I'm saying.
Okay. So this movie I didn't notice the music.
No, I didn't either.
So I can't say it had a good soundtrack, basically. What about the cinematography? Like, do you notice anything interesting about the camera work?
I know there's this thing you told me about when they never change, or they never cut, they just move. I didn't notice that.
Right.
I didn't notice that in this movie. Did you?
Yeah, it's like I forget what they call it exactly, but it's like a one
my God. I just realized something. This whole time watching this movie, remember the kid? Jacob?
Oh, the boy?
The one.
Yeah.
He didn't have a big role in this movie.
The one that was
the Nazi?
That's what they called him. Okay.
I just realized why he looks so looks so familiar to me. The Book of Henry. I watched that movie by myself.
Okay, yeah, you did.
I think I watched it with Amy,
actually.
But got me. But it's a really good movie.
Is it?
Yes, it is. And he looks older in this movie, so I didn't recognize him. So I kept thinking, dang, he looks super familiar. The Book of Henry was filmed in 2017. Did he look like 2017.
Super pale in this movie?
Yes, he did.
They must have
He's pale in real life, I think.
Well, maybe they put makeup on him.
Anyways, I saw him, and I kept thinking, who the crap is he?
So the story of this movie, Knives Out, is Harlan Thromwell?
Yes. It's good that you remember the name. Because it was a good movie.
That's true.
Sometimes you don't remember names.
I did appreciate the fact that when they said a name, I knew who they were talking about. Mm-hmm. That was good. Mm-hmm. So, and the characters were good. The acting was good. So basically, this old rich man, played by Christopher Plummer, gets murdered in his home. And he's super rich, and he has a bunch of kids over for his birthday party, and he gets murdered that night of his birthday party. And so I was like, oh my God, what happened to him?
Yeah. And it's like lots of flashbacks and what do you call that? Shadow. It's like a figurative language.
Foreshadowing. Okay.
Lots of that.
Actually, I guess when the movie first starts, it appears to be a suicide.
Yeah.
The Lakeith character. I didn't know his name.
Who?
The cop. The main cop.
Oh, yeah, I didn't either.
Not Daniel Craig.
He wasn't important.
Actually, the main cop's name was something.
Actually, Daniel Craig wasn't a cop.
He's a private investigator.
Detective.
Private detective? Same thing.
His name, yeah, whatever. His name was Detective Lee.
But they said he was private. He's a PI.
Yeah.
Kind of like Sherlock. He was basically a Hercule Poirot, Sherlock Holmes.
He was basically from like the
Miss
South.
Marple. But he got that same kind of thing that he's like super smart, observes everything.
But he's kind of weird, like not weird, but dumb.
Yes, he's very, well, that's how he plays.
I don't know.
So this dude appears to have, he slices his own throat.
And spoiler alert, can we say this?
We've already said it.
Sorry. He really does do that.
Right. So
like
Well, that's what I was going to say. So it starts off like, okay, he committed suicide by slicing his own throat, which is weird. So then you're watching the movie, and it starts off like, okay, it's going to be a whodunit. But then, like, maybe not even a third of the way through, it's like, oh, the nurse accidentally killed him.
Yeah.
So it's like, so now it's not a whodunit. It's like, what's going to happen from here?
But this is what I was thinking. We only see her perception. I was thinking perception.
Point of view, perspective.
Well, perspective, yes.
Right.
Or yeah, you're right. Perspective. Wow. Are those words different? Perception, perspective.
Yes.
Yeah, perspective. So I was thinking she's only told her perspective of the story. Like she accidentally killed him.
Right.
I was thinking maybe she didn't accidentally
She was
kill
his
him.
nurse, and she appeared to have overdosed him with morphine.
Yes.
And she didn't realize it. So then he is going to, because he really likes her, he's going to tell her to do this and this and that to make it look like a suicide for himself so that she doesn't get caught, because he was like, oh,
He
no,
cared about her.
Yes,
he
cares
loved
about
her as a daughter.
So I thought that was interesting. Like, I thought this whole movie was going to be who killed him, but it's not, because we know that he's dead. Oh, I said we know he's dead. We know he's dead because of her.
Well, like early in the movie, I felt like we already knew she was the one that accidentally killed him. But
You knew that? I didn't know that.
No. Like her story, it was kind of hard to tell, but like I could tell she was kind of the main character.
I really didn't know that.
You wasn't sure?
I didn't think I wasn't sure. It wasn't that I was not sure. I didn't think she was going to be the main character.
The movie literally started with her waking up out of her bed.
I thought the main character was going to be Chris Evans or somebody, or Daniel Craig, which it was.
It was him and her.
Top billed, I think.
It was him and her. I'm saying, like, beginning of the movie, it started with her. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Well,
I automatically
murder.
I automatically assumed she was the one.
Well, I mean,
But
you
like,
shouldn't assume that.
But
That was just the opening scene of the movie.
here's the thing about this movie. I don't
She
know.
walks upstairs, finds him dead, screams, and then the credits roll. It's like just an opening scene. I wouldn't have assumed she's going to be the main character.
No, I'm not talking about that part. I'm talking about she wakes up out of her sleep.
Okay.
She wakes up out of her, and it's like her. I'm like, it's her sister, and her mom. Like, why are we? Who cares about them? Like, why are they involved?
You wouldn't think they were going to be important to the story.
So I'm like, clearly she has something to do with this. Very important. Like, she's not part of the family, but she is important. That's what I thought when I first saw that. No lie.
Then they round up the family. They're questioning them, and it's question by question. And then in her flashback, he flips the coin. Daniel Craig flips the coin, and she has
That's a long flashback.
Yeah, it's a long coin flip. She flashes back to everything that happens. She accidentally overdoses him. She's giving him medicine, gives him too much morphine.
Supposedly.
So she thinks. Goes in the story. And to save her, he slits his own throat to make it look like suicide so that she's not accused
deported.
of murder. Right. And
Yes.
her mother deported, who was sent here, or not sent, but came here illegally.
Yes. And that's how much he cared about
And the
her.
family is atrocious. They're all just lazy and money grubbing.
And they're selfish.
And they're selfish. Looking out
And
for
they're money
themselves.
hungry. Yes.
Money, yeah, that's I said that.
Just said that.
I just said that. Wait, you read it?
I just reiterated because yes. And that's why I didn't get nothing.
Yeah, and he cut all of them out of the will.
Yeah. And that's really sad. For that.
I'm sure that
Dang.
it happens on a regular basis.
Like this little nurse that took care of him played his little, what was that game they were playing, by the way?
Go. It's a game thousands of years old.
Is it really? Mm-hmm. Thousands?
Thousands.
What's it called?
Go.
Literally, it's called Go. G-O.
G-O. Go.
Wow. Can you order that game? Can you buy that
Sure.
game?
Yeah.
Interesting. So basically, the concept of this game is to like the color.
It's like
I don't understand. I didn't really understand.
I don't really know. Have you ever played? Let me see. I don't know if it's like similar to. It looks like Othello, but I don't know that it's similar to Othello.
Othello. What's Othello?
It's a it's a play by Shakespeare, but it's also a board game.
Wait. This game is okay. I'm just still like stuck on this 1,000 years.
Go is an abstract strategy board game for two players in which the aim is to surround more territory than the opponent. The game was invented in China more than 2,500 years ago and is believed to be the oldest board game continuously played to the present day.
Are you serious? Dude, did you know that?
Yes.
Did you know it was the oldest game ever?
Just told you.
No, like, did you know that before that?
Yes, I'm a board gamer.
I know that, but like, I wanted to. Wow, that's amazing.
Yes, I knew that.
That's fascinating.
I'm very smart.
Okay,
well, I'm very smart.
Not really that smart, but
I've never played it. I've never seen it in real life. I mean, the concept is easy, but the play of it apparently is very strategic and can be quite difficult. I guess it's like people how people revere chess. Mm-hmm. Like chess is like these.
It's like chess.
These things all have a specific move they can do.
I said it's not like
hard
chess.
to remember that.
It's like Chester.
But it's hard to make that into a strategy.
Wait, Chester? Is that a game?
Huh?
Chess.
CHESS.
Yeah, isn't there another game? Chester?
Huh?
What's the game with the red and black pieces?
Checkers. Chesters? No, yeah, checkers.
Isn't it like the same concept, sort of?
No.
Not even a little bit?
I mean, you're moving pieces from one side of the board to the other, so I guess you might could go with that.
I mean, that's what I meant.
But the movements are different. The strategy is completely different.
I want to learn chess.
I will teach you.
You know how to play chess?
I know the basic
You know
movements,
how to play chess?
Yes, it's not that hard.
I did not know that.
I'm not good at it, but I know the movements of the pieces.
I would love to learn chess.
I will show you.
I have always
Padawan.
wanted. No, seriously, this is really random of my personality.
I will show you.
But I have always wanted to learn chess.
Really?
Yes, and I don't know. I didn't know anyone who knew how to play chess. I just thought it was interesting.
Jerry, we all know how to play chess.
Really?
I mean, I think they're more into it than I am, but
I think that game is very interesting.
it is because it's like one of the oldest strategic board games, other than just like Uno or Monopoly, where you have a very obvious path in which to take, which would be the easiest move.
Monopoly doesn't have history.
No, you just roll a die and do what the die tells you, and you have no thing over it. There's supposed to be
nothing's wrong with that at all. But
well, if you like Monopoly, go for it.
Gobby doesn't like people who like Monopoly.
I did not say that. I don't like Monopoly.
He said it internally.
No. No.
He's judging all of you.
I don't like the
he
board
hates
game.
all of you.
Okay, moving on from Knives Out.
Sorry. But this has become Board Game Snobs.
All right. So,
okay, Knives Out. We're not going to discuss the entire plot. Let's just get to the main points.
Okay. Chris Evans did it.
Chris Evans didn't do it. He planned it.
He tried to. He tried to switch up the drugs, but she knew instinctively. But then she read the labels and thought she must have. She thought she gave him too much morphine.
And you know what's funny? Because she said in 10 minutes you're going to be dead.
Right.
I was like, dang, it's been 10 minutes already. y'all still talking.
So I mean, unfortunately, the old man, Christopher Plummer, what's his name again?
His name was Harlan.
Harlan actually does kill himself because he thought he was going to die due to the morphine overdose.
And that was different.
That was kind of.
I did not expect that.
Was kind of dark.
Because I was like, dang.
Okay, here's the two things I did like about this movie.
Oh.
Not just the two things.
Wait. Are you about to tell you your two things what you did not like about this movie?
Okay, go ahead.
No, I said you're about to.
I don't know what I'm going to tell you, but you stopped me. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just.
What do you want to stop?
I was like, if you're going to tell your two things about that, I want to tell you my things about what I did not like.
Okay, you could have done that after I told you my two things.
You're right.
Instead of stopping me.
Sorry.
All right, so
I got excited.
I like the fact that I was expecting like this is going to be like a Clue type movie where we didn't know who did what until the very end of the movie. Instead, we know what happened. Now it's just like, why is this a story? Or how is this going to work out in the end? We know the girl accidentally killed the old man. So I thought that was different in the beginning. But then I like the second twist. She actually didn't kill him. He actually did kill himself because
that was a twist.
The toxicology report, toxicology. You're in that field.
Toxicology.
I
think it's both.
Sure, let's cover our bases. I think it's toxicology. The toxicology report shows that No, he did not die of too much morphine in his blood. He actually did kill himself because he thought he was dying, so he just killed himself to save Marta, a.k.a. the Cuban actress.
We know who she is.
Marta.
Yes, Marta.
So, and she inherits all his stuff. So those two twists that she did do it, it's not going to be a whodunit. We know what happened. But then, oh, wait, not really. We didn't know what happened. And then Chris Evans was trying to finagle things where he could still get his money because he was the grandson of Harlan. And actually, none of the other people actually mattered in the movie.
And you know what? I thought...
It was kind of like a reverse, double reverse.
It was like what you thought was going to happen, but did not happen at all.
Right.
Like, I did not think... that Chris
you could just stop right there, and I would know that.
Wow.
All right, go ahead. I'll edit that out.
I really hate you. Just screw No. You say speak your mind, Paige, but when I try, I can't get it out. So let me get it out. Dang. Whenever I was watching this movie, I thought I knew exactly what was going on, and I did not. And I like that. I like that. I like that I think I know, but I have no idea. And it's like so different because Chris Evans, his name was Ransom, by the way. I remember that super weird name.
It is a weird name. Ransom.
Yeah. I thought all his family hated him.
Apparently he was a real douche.
And he hated his family.
And apparently there was a good reason for that because he tried to kill his own grandfather.
And he literally was a douche.
He was a bad guy.
Like, he was a terrible guy.
Terrible pest.
I thought he was just misunderstood. Nobody understood him.
Right.
And then he was nice to her.
Right.
And they were...
But that was just...
My initial thought was... we were going to find out like at the end that they were together and they were planning this whole thing. Like that was my initial perspective of the movie. But like she actually, no, she was not with him. She had a kind heart and.
Okay. Well, go ahead and finish. Then I will continue from there.
And I did not expect him to really be the bad person. Like he seemed like the bad person, but you know how you seem like the bad person, but you're not the bad person. He was literally the bad person. As a bad person. You know what I mean?
I kind of expected something like else at the end.
That's why.
Okay. What? Okay, so it's so we're tricked. Okay, so halfway through, she killed him, but then the reveal comes out, oh no, she didn't kill him. Toxicology says that she knew the medicines were good. But then he actually killed himself. But then Chris Evans was coming out and he ends up killing the other, I guess she was like the other lady, Fran. Like the house cleaner, sitter, maid, whatever you want to call her.
Actually, I have no idea who she was.
I don't either. But he actually did kill her. So he was guilty of murder.
Yes. But he was going to blame Marta.
But then, I was thinking, okay, so Daniel Craig throughout the movie kept saying she was a good girl. And like he said, does making you being a kind person, does that make you a good nurse? And I was like, oh, so that's going to come back because she was very kind to him. But no, she did kill him on accident. So no, she's not a good nurse. So that's going to mean something. But then come to find out, no, she's a good nurse because she worked so much with that medicine. She knew how it looked and felt.
She knew what she was doing.
So then I was thinking, okay, so this movie, and this is why I was thinking this, because the critics are raving about this movie, and critics usually love either a dark turn or an unhappy ending. I thought it was going to have an unhappy ending, no,
critics
she did that. I don't know. They like it where it's weird. In movies where the main character dies or it's very tragic, something.
Yeah.
So
depends on what kind of movie it is.
So I was thinking, okay,
heroic
maybe she
movies.
is fooling them all. She did kill him, and she is really good at acting. Because the byline of the whole movie is that where she throws up whenever she's doesn't tell the truth.
Okay, is that a real thing?
I have no idea.
Okay, I was wondering that.
Just like an anxiety type
Gina
reaction.
Would hate this movie.
Oh, it was terrible. Also throw up. So I was thinking maybe she planned that from the beginning, that she let this family know she can't tell that. I thought this was maybe she's playing a long con. She set this in motion. yeah, no, I can't tell. If I tell a lie, I throw up. And she did that for a while just to make it so she can be trusted. And then, bam, she did kill the old man. She's got the money, and she's going to be like cackling at the end, like,
see,
I was expecting that, like a reverse, double reverse at the end. But no, it was it. She gave him the right medicine. Chris Evans tried to kill him, failed. The old man thought he was dying, so he actually killed himself. Sad, but
that's the thing.
And then, but Chris Evans did kill the other woman that knew what Chris Evans had done.
You're right. I honestly did not think she.
But Daniel Craig kept saying, "You're a good person." Like, he said that repeatedly, and I kept thinking that's going to lead to something. But apparently, no, she's just a good person. That was it.
I never thought that what you just said, because what did you say? You said a lot. The fact that the cameras, she had a lot of FaceTime, like a lot. Did you notice that?
Yeah, she was one of the main characters.
She was the main character. So, like, we saw a lot of her perspective. So it's kind of like, maybe she is genuine about what's going on. And I felt like she was a good actress in that she cared and stuff. But at the same time, she wanted what Harlan wanted for her, because she didn't want her family to be deported. She cared about her family. Because when they started talking about her family, she was like, nope.
Well, I guess what I'm saying is, in these type of movies, like, I'm expecting something that's going to completely blow my mind. Like, Daniel Craig killed him. Like,
you know what? I that's what I did not like. I wanted something to blow my mind.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't blow my mind. No. Like, whoa,
it was kind of straightforward.
But Chris Evans being the one kind of was like, okay.
Messing with the medicines was kind of a sneaky thing, but it wasn't like just mind blowing.
He was
like,
obvious.
I've never seen any of this coming.
He was too obvious. I mean, like, actually, no, I'll take that back. He wasn't obvious. I never actually thought he was the killer. I just thought he was this person in the family no one liked.
Oh, also, this is what I was expecting. Like, this is what I was expecting. So Christopher Plummer said, like, somebody, I forget who, but somebody doesn't know the difference between a real knife and a prop knife. So when he slit his throat, I thought maybe he used a prop knife to pretend he did.
Yeah, and that wasn't important at all.
He was hiding. Well, I'm like watching these. I was like, why did he say that? So, like, I thought maybe like he faked his own death.
Yeah.
And he's going to come back. But no, it was just, that's what I'm saying. It was pretty straightforward.
He was 85 years old. He's lived a long life.
He was fairly old.
And he was over it. He was over
My grandma was 84 when she died.
Wow, that's long. Dark.
For these days and times. I guess that's a good one.
Yeah, it is. I think he kind of was like, I had a good long life. I built I built this, and my family sucks. So I'm going to leave it to this kind-hearted person that's not my
Martha
family.
the Kind.
He left everything to her. Nothing.
She's a good person, apparently. You're told that throughout the movie.
Throughout. Kind heart. I just like to say, I really like Daniel Craig in this movie.
He's good. Daniel Craig is a good actor, and he does a Southern accent quite well.
Pretty good.
And
he's not even American, which is pretty awesome.
What would they call him? Something KFC?
Something KFC, yes. I can't remember. Kentucky?
Some initial, like the FBI KFC or something.
What? You know what I didn't like? I don't like seeing...
CSI KFC. I think that's what it was.
I didn't like seeing Chris Evans as a bad person. Like, I'm not used to that. Except in Scott Pilgrim's First World.
Come on. He needs to stretch his legs. He's been capped for too long.
I know
he's been so pure for so long.
I've not only seen him in Captain America, of course. I've seen him.
Dark.
I've seen him in Fantastic Four.
He's got to stretch his legs.
I've seen him in Fantastic Four. I've seen him in Scott Pilgrim, First World. And I've seen him in some other movie that I think he was in.
He was in Cellular.
He was in some other weird movie.
With Kim Basinger, where she's like being kidnapped and she calls a random number and he like picks it up. Remember that movie?
No.
It's pretty good. It's very dated at this point because it is all on cellular information that is not really done these days. But it's good. It's a good movie.
No,
he was in that movie where he has superpowers.
Yes, that's the movie.
Besides Avengers, I mean.
That's the movie I've seen.
I forget what that was called.
Wasn't he bad?
Push.
He was bad.
Was that Push?
Yes. He was bad in that movie, right?
No.
I thought he was bad.
No, he was just like an ordinary dude.
Okay, never mind.
But he had those powers.
I thought he was bad. I know he's trying to push his wings, whatever you just said, legs.
What's pushing his wings?
Maybe he's pushing his legs.
Pushing his legs? What are you talking about?
I guess he did great when he said he was good in this movie. It's kind of hard seeing him as a bad person.
Oh, you just
No, it's hard seeing him as an antagonist. I don't know.
Well, deal with it. He did it. He did it.
But
all right, so what would you rate this movie?
I 8.
A what?
8.
An 8. I give it a 7 to 7.5. So I guess it's 7.25 because it was a good movie. It's very straightforward. It was kind of funny. Had excellent actors, excellent acting. It didn't blow my mind.
It didn't have the blow your mind. Oh, he's the killer or she. But it kind of made you think, wow, like that's not what I expected, but that's kind of cool. Right. Like you don't want to expect everything and predict the movie.
Right. It was very entertaining. I was very entertained. It was
laughing.
2 hours long.
I was laughing out loud.
It was funny. I enjoyed it very much. Very enjoyable movie.
It's really good.
Very good.
I liked it a lot.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. We're going to try and do this again bi-weekly.
Bi-weekly, babes.
If we can manage to get in more than that, we'll do it. If not,
what do you mean? We can't
get them out when we get them out.
Let's not be conflicting now.
All right. Well, I'm Gabby. This is Sade.
I usually say my own name,
right.
but okay.
I'm Gabby, and go ahead.
Later, dudes.